Well, good Monday morning, everybody. It's January 11th. I'm sorry I'm a minute or so late getting started this morning. A little hectic today. But at any rate, it looks like it's going to be a nice week for us today. We're going to be blessed with a little bit above normal temperatures for January. So, hey, that's okay with me. Looks like I might have above freezing. So we'll be melting all week long. I didn't remember to turn my notification sounds off, so we may have some dinging. But let's journey on in spite of the dinging, as they say. So we are going to finish up the 18th chapter of Luke's Gospel. And so we're going to be looking at verses 35 through 43 this morning. And this is a story about Jesus healing the blind man. And we have a lot of stories of healing blindness. And of course, it is, always, I shouldn't say always, normally a metaphor towards the blindness that the authorities had, and that so many of the other people as well had, and not seeing what was going on with Jesus, and willful blindness, and that the least likely, those that are downtrodden and those that are not supposedly close to God, are the ones that see and understand what's going on. So that of course is always laying underneath. It really is always laying underneath these stories of healing. This is probably why Jesus liked to heal blindness. It really worked well. So we're going to look at 35 to 43 in the 18th chapter of Luke. And this morning I'm reading from the New Century Version this morning instead of the NRSV. Doing something different on Monday. All right. As Jesus came near the city of Jericho, a blind man was sitting beside the road, begging. When he heard the people coming down the road, he asked, "What is happening?" They told him, "Jesus from Nazareth is going by." The blind man cried out, "Jesus, Son of David, have mercy on me." The people leading the group warned the blind man to be quiet, but the blind man shouted even more, "Son of David, have mercy on me." Jesus stopped and ordered the blind man to be brought to him. When he came near, Jesus asked him, "What do you want me to do for you?" He said, "Lord, I want to see." Jesus said to him, "Then see, you are healed because you believe." At once the man was able to see, and he followed Jesus, thanking God. All the people who saw this praised God. Okay, so we have this man who's blind and begging, and he's wondering what's happening, and they tell him that Jesus is coming by. Jesus is coming by. And of course, he cries out, "Son of David," not once, but twice here. Son of David. He recognized Jesus for who he is, the Son of David. This is a name for the Messiah, Son of David. So he recognized Jesus is the Messiah, even though he can't see him. He knows this. And he is, in spite of being told to be quiet, he persists. Remember that story about the persistent widow? Well, here we have the persistent blind man, don't we? And he's not going to allow people to keep him from getting to Jesus, to have that connection, that relationship, getting to Jesus to take care of he needs Jesus in his life. He knows that. And he's not going to allow anyone or anything to stop him. Look at our own lives. Do we allow things to stop us from coming to Jesus? Do we allow those, get online and you start talking about religion, and people are going to badmouth you pretty quickly. You're going to get a lot of pushback, as they say, and a lot of people are going to be very nasty about it. But here, this man, even though people say you're not worthy, basically is what they're getting at with him. You're just a blind beggar. Leave Jesus alone. But he persists. He cries out again, and Jesus answers him. And it's really a wonderful story when we think of it that way. That we are persistent in our pursuit of Jesus. He won't deny us. He will call us to him, and he will give us what we need. We need to be able to see. I would pray and wish for sight and insight for this world today in the craziness that we find ourselves lost and mired within. And as I preached yesterday, we just need to have faith that no matter what, God will get us through this. The world has endured much more than we've ever endured with the COVID and whatnot. We'll get through this too, just like they did. So with that short Monday morning message, we're going to move into chapter 19, verse 1, chapter 19 tomorrow, and he's gone into Jericho, and Jericho is actually one of the places we did go to when we were in Israel last year. A year ago we were just leaving to come back about now. From later on, I guess, in the day, not quite yet, but we were coming back a year ago today, even though it was the 12th over there. It was a day, not the 11th, but the 12th when we left Israel. But Jericho was one of the places we went to, and just an aside, Jericho is really a depressing place. I hate to say it in this day and age. It's really a sad, sad state of affairs. A lot of graft and corruption in that town, and we really, it was very, very heartbreaking to see it. It's the oldest city in the world. I believe, if I remember correctly, it's not. It's one of the oldest, but it's really a mess. So, with that, we're going to talk more about Jericho tomorrow. We're going to talk about Zacchaeus, and we all know about Zacchaeus, and I've got more to talk about that because we were in Jericho. So, with that, I'm going to let you go. Have a very blessed day, and as I always say, be a blessing to someone today. Try to be a blessing to someone each and every day this week. Okay. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.